Dick Whittington and His Cat by Roald Dahl. Dick Whittington had oft been told that London streets were paved with gold. "We'd better have a look at that," he murmured to his faithful cat. And finally they made it there and finished up in Berkeley Square. So far so good, but Dickie knew that he must find some work to do. Imagine, if you can, his joy at being made the pantry boy to Lord and Lady Hellespont. What more could any young lad want? His lordship's house was huge and warm. Each footman wore a uniform. Rich carpets lay on all the floors and big brass doorknobs on the doors. Why, Whittington had never seen a house so marvellously clean. Although, regrettably, his cat soon did things to alter that. His lordship kicked the cat so hard it landed in a neighbour's yard. But still each morning on the floor it did what it had done before. His lordship shouted, "Fetch my gun, I'll nail the blighter on the run. Call up the beaters, flush him out, I know he's somewhere hereabout." It is a fact that wealthy men do love to shoot things now and then. They shoot at partridge, pheasant, grouse, though not so much inside the house. But now his lordship stalks the brute, with gun in hand, prepared to shoot. He crouches down behind a chair. Aha! What's moving over there? Of course, the poor sap couldn't know. His wife was on the portico, locked in a passionate embrace with second footman Albert Grace. The gun goes off, bang, bang, boom, boom. The noise explodes around the room. You should have seen the lady jump as grape shot hit her in the rump. And in the kitchen, washing up, Dick jumps and breaks his precious cup. This is a crime no decent cook could bring herself to overlook. This cook, a brawny, powerful wench, put Whittington across the bench and systematically began to beat him with a frying pan, which she had very quickly got from off the stove, all sizzling hot. Poor Whittington, his rump aflame, at last escapes the fearful dame and runs outside across the street, clutching his steaming, smoking seat. The cat, now very frightened, said, "Let's beat it quick before we're dead." At that point, with an angry shout, her ladyship comes flying out. Although indeed she had been shot, it wasn't in a vital spot. She yells, "I'm on the run as well. Old Hellespont can go to hell." Just then a peal of bells rings out. Each bell begins to sing and shout, and Dick could quite distinctly hear a message coming through the air. He actually could hear his name. He heard the bells of Bow proclaim, "Turn again, Whittington, thou worthy citizen. Turn again, Whittington, Lord Mayor of London." The furious red-faced lady stands, clutching her bottom in her hands, and shouts, "You quite deliberately pointed that filthy gun at me." He cries, "I aimed it at the cat." The lady shouts, "The cat? My hat! You don't think I'm believing that?" "Oh yes, you must," his lordship cries, blinking his crafty, boozy eyes. "I simply cannot be to blame, because all cats look much the same." The cat cried, "That's a vicious slur. How dare you say I look like her?" Now, Whittington pulls out his sword and runs it through the noble lord, shouting, "Gadzooks, hooray! There passes one member of the upper classes." Her ladyship leaps high with joy and cries, "Well done, my scrumptious boy. The old goat's clobbered once for all. Now you and I can have a ball." The cat shouts, "Dick, do not succumb to blandishments from that old crumb. And by the way, the man who told that London streets were paved with gold was telling dreadful porky pies. That's Cockney rhyming slang for lies. The cat went on, to me it seems these streets are paved with rotten dreams. Come home, my boy, without more fuss, this lousy town's no place for us. Dick says, you're right, then sighs and mumbles. Well, well, that's how the cookie crumbles. The end.